Hello, I'm going to take you through the demo of Rational Test Automation Server or RTAS, a new component introduced in V10. Let's see the value add that RTAS provides the user. The first is server-side execution. The RTAS is a fully containerized server component that enables the testing team to bring the projects that they created in Rational Test Workbench. The tests are executed by using Docker containers. This provides flexibility for the users to initiate a functional test or an API test or performance test scripts in parallel. The enhanced security, the RTAS brings a role-based access control to the server that provides a specific members with key permissions and brings an enhanced security into the solution. The centralized test data, the data set that the testers create in Rational Test Workbench is now centrally located in RTAS server. This enables the user to pick up a different set of test data during the test execution. The last is the dashboarding features. The RTAS provides a simple view on the state of the testing projects. It also provides a 360 degree view on the test results, schedules, and executions of the test scripts. To execute a test in RTAS, the tester needs to have tests created in Rational Test Workbench. I'm going to take you through the demo with the help of three personas. Jane. Jane is the admin. She sets up the user profile. She assigns the user permissions and then she sets up the Git integration. She also set up the agents and other environmental tasks and she also approves the request for the new users to join the project. Jane creates a new user profile. She provides the credentials for the user. She assigns the user to an appropriate group for the role mapping. Once it's done, then she logs into RTAS server. As an admin, she approves a request for a user to join the project. Only the users of that project will see a detailed information of that project. She then configures the Git integration. She also configures the resource monitoring that's important for any performance test execution. The agents are also configured. In this case, there is an agent running on my machine. Now let's see the next persona, David. David is a test manager. So David view the status of the project. He see the overview of the type of tests in the project. He is also querying the results, eliminating the waste in the testing lifecycle. This is a quick overview of the projects that as a test manager he can see. He know the status of the project, like how many test scripts are passed, failed, and are in progress. When I get into a single project, as a test manager, he's provided with a dashboard that provides with information like types of tests that are there in the project. In this case, he has executed the GUI tests and performance tests. It also provides a view of the test execution results. I also can query it based upon the dates. And I also have a view about the last test execution that's happened and how many tests that are scheduled for the future, and then a view about the test scripts creation and modification that has happened over time. One of the key information which also been displayed is the number of tests that are not being executed. As a test manager, if I see here in this case like 30 tests that are not being executed, I would consider them as a waste of effort of my team. So this dashboard is quick enough to give me a view about the way that my team is developing the test cases. As a test manager, I can act with this information and define steps to resolve this. As a test manager, I get into the analyst view and see the results. I have option to have the labels like sprint 1 so that it's easy for me to group the test results. As a part of analysis, I can also query on the results based on the time interval, or I can also click on the bar to see the result that's been pass or fail. Now let's see the next persona, Bob, the tester. So here the Bob is going to change a test in the rational test workbench, and that's going to be checked in into the GitHub. Bob is going to do perform a test execution. Then he's also going to change some data, and he's going to execute the test and view the test result. You see that RTW, and Bob is going to modify the test. In this case, he modifies a property of the test. He's going to check in the code to the GitHub repository. The test is being refreshed. So we can see that the data is coming in the GitHub. And now the test has been refreshed in the RTA server. In RTA server, you see the test data where there are multiple set of test data that can be used for test execution. Let's see the execution of a test. I can provide a label for the test and define the environment. And now Bob is going to override the test data with a different set of test data. If there is any change in the variable that needs to be passed into the test, then the user can perform it here. Now let's execute the test. You can see that the test is in the transition phase. The test is being executed. Let's monitor the test. You can see the step performance. Now let's see the result. We can see the web UI tests. So you can see the test results with the screenshots. Similarly, we can see the statistical report. That's the lightweight performance test report. So the test has been successfully executed in the RTAS server, and we see the test results. We saw the demo of Rational Test Automation Server, a quick summary on the benefits what RTAS Server provides to the team. RTAS Server provides with a server-side execution, so the tester who is going to create the test in Rational Test Workbench can promote the test to the Rational Test Automation Server, and they have the capability to execute those tests in RTAS Server. It also has the enhanced security, so only those users who have permissions could be able to access those repositories and to execute those test cases. And the centralized data set where user can have a collection of test data, and during the test execution they can pick up the other set of test data for the test execution. And the RTS also provides features of the dashboard where the test manager can see an end-to-end view of what is happening in the project, about the test execution, test schedules, and all the key information to bring back the automation project in track. That ends the demo of Rational Test Automation Server.